Hi, how is the current war going to affect Nairobi Security Exchange? No matter how much we try to bury our heads in the sand and assume that we are not affected or will not be affected, one way or another one, we might be affected by this current war between the Iran, the Israelites, and the US. So what you need to look for as an investor in Nairobi Security Exchange. And by the way, if you are still struggling in investing in Nairobi Security Exchange, you don't know what shares to go for, how to start, especially those people who come to my inbox, Wajiko, please guide me on the shares that I need to buy. There are some 2 ebooks. The link is in my bio. They'll be able to guide you on how to start and how to pick profitable shares in Nairobi Stock Exchange. The first reaction, which in case the war escalates, we might see fear and panic selling in Nairobi Stock Exchange, which is short term. Because think of all like bad weather. It's a bad weather for the markets, whether it's here in Kenya, whether it's global investing. Yesterday you saw me analyzing a video about the SP 500. In fact, the price that I bought that at 5, say around 5 p.m. because the market opened at around 4:30. And by the time it was closing down, the price even has gone down again. So it has already started affecting the markets. So the first reaction, as I've said, expect fear and panic selling. The global investors, they might get scared. And as you are all aware, in Nairobi Security Exchange, we have the global investor, or what we call the foreign investors. We have the retail investors like you and me. Then the institutional investors like the banks, the brokers, and everybody else, or the fund managers. So the global investors, they might get scared. And the first thing that they do, they move their money when there is uncertainty in the market. Investors move their money from the markets to safer places or safer assets. And one of the safer assets is gold. Another one is USD. And then the USD bonds, the US bonds. So we might see, I'm not saying, I'm just praying that doesn't happen. But if it happens, it's a time for you to buy the shares at discounts. So just be on the lookout in the market to see whether the share prices are going down, and then it will be an opportune time for you to buy those strong companies at a discount. So, and Kenya being one of the emerging market, most investors, or those global investors, they first of all sell the investment in those emerging markets. So we expect share prices can dip, then more sellers than buyers if the war escalates. But we pray for the best. Then foreign investors may pull out temporarily, and because of that pulling out, good companies, they fall, as I've said, and it's time for you to buy the dip. Then the other thing I've mentioned about gold being a safe haven. So what you expect, the gold prices, if you check at gold now, even in Nairobi Security Exchange, under your broker, you see the price have started going up. So the gold prices might go up because of those transfer of funds from the stock to the safe havens. Then the other thing which is going to affect whether you are a Nairobi security investor or not, the oil prices might go up. A lot of the world oil, it comes from these war-sensitive regions, the Middle East. And in case there is any disruption in the logistic, or even a rumor that there will be disruption of oil, distribution of oil, the price might go up even before there is any real shortage. A rumor can make the price to to go up. So, and you know, when the oil go up, petroli, tukienda kuweka magari mafuta, unasikia mafuta imeenda juu. Whether it's petrol, whether it's diesel, whether it's, you know, it affects everything. Even you as a common mwananchi. In fact, if the oil prices go up, inflation also, because everything goes up. Especially because it affects even manufacturing, all those, transportation. So you brace yourself for this. Higher fuel prices, which translates to higher transportation cost, production cost, even in manufacturing sectors, and in the end, inflation pressure. And what does inflation mean? The cost of living goes up. Yes. So, in conclusion, wars cause short-term panic, but market often recovers when things stabilizes. Investors who bought during fear often benefit the best, or they benefit later. Thank you.